Here we go then, episode 2. I'm Danny Howard, this is Duvall, and welcome to Planet B. This is the new home of dance music conversation and debate. If you missed episode 1, we'll get into what Planet B is all about very shortly, but all you need to know for now is it's me, it's him, it's three mates having a little chat.
Let's go, that's right, Danny. Every single episode we are joined by the sickest lineup in dance music. I choose lineup carefully because you're about to see why. Anything to do with electronic arts at all, we're discussing it. We hope to be debating and talking about everything you know and we know about what we know.
We're going to do that, and they are sick as well. So
Exactly.
first up, you're welcome, mate. Cheers. You're welcome. But ladies first. Literally taken over the scene over the last few years, really breaking through. And actually, it's a pleasure to have you on Planet B. But literally, this is TSHA, everybody. I don't know if have you seen your face on there?
I did. I did see the episode, so.
Oh, you saw it, so you know why?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, and I was very fortunate to end up on there because I think that was a bit of luck, really.
No,
the outgoing
It wasn't luck.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you guys.
So you are the first. I'll say product. You're the first person.
Product. Congratulations.
Well, yeah.
Well deserved as well. There's quite a heated debate about that off screen as well.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. We got into it.
Also from Liverpool, made the trip especially. Melè is here. Nice journey, all good?
It was very good, yes, nice journey.
It looked it on Instagram.
Yeah, it was nice.
And finally, last but not least, we got him away from the farm people. Franky Wah.
Hey!
I say that because you don't often,
don't
make
leave the
your way
shine
out of the
much.
farm. You like to be there, don't
That's
you?
it, yeah, definitely.
Do you want to know why I called this a lineup?
Go on.
It's almost as strong as Liverpool's lineup last night.
Shut up.
I was hoping you were going to. Right, so
Go for
we
it.
went to, well, I was at the Liverpool game last night.
You were?
Yeah. So they were playing Leeds, which is Danny's team, by the way, and Liverpool beat them 6-0, and it was incredibly thrilling to know
Yeah, for
that Danny was there.
I'm very
watching it.
hungover right now because it's the only way I could make an out of it.
Talking about being hungover, it's hair of the dog, isn't it? Is the only way to get through it.
Yeah, Duvall has his
Absolutely.
drinks trolley.
I do, and that's a great segue into we've got a drink for everyone, specifically.
I'm excited about this because the first episode we filmed it at 11 a.m. so it was a bit wrong to have alcohol, so we had tea and cake, which I'm glad for your sake we're not doing it again because.
Do you know what? Everyone says I fucked that up. Listen, down south we make tea a certain way, right? Apparently you're not supposed to take out the tea bag until you've put the milk in or...
No, you put the milk in and then you take tea back.
We're not having this debate again. We're not doing this
You
again.
do, because then you can see how dark it is.
Exactly.
If you take it
Do you
out,
know what?
then how do you
Exactly.
Then what? If it's not dark enough, you're going to go and get the
Right?
tea bag and put it back in.
Right?
I can't get involved in this discussion. I've never drank a cup of tea in my life.
What?
Oh, shit.
Ever, or a cup of coffee in my entire
No
life.
way.
Wow.
It was just
What
red
do you
wine.
drink?
Just
Wine.
red wine and water.
For breakfast, lunch.
Strictly, yeah.
It's Planet B, guys, not Planet T.
Hey,
nice.
I know, we'll edit that bit out. Should we get a proper drink? What are we having, Tisha?
Red wine, please. Thank you.
Red wine, okay.
You're going to have to fight Melè for it because...
Yeah.
No, we've already discussed.
worked it out.
We're
Okay.
sharing the bottle.
Tell me when.
When? Okay, I'll keep going.
Laptop, watch the laptop.
Sorry
Or
about
give
that.
me, yep.
Yeah, I'll just give you the bottle.
Wow.
Tell me
Frankie, what are you having?
I don't know why I tilted.
I feel like I'm gonna have to have a red wine.
Yeah,
if
go on.
everyone
Get a red
else-
wine?
I'll have a little bit. Yeah.
We're having another bottle, guys.
I'll have a little bit.
I was told you were going to drink water, right?
I was
So-
gonna drink water,
so
but
especially...
Now you're going to have a whiskey
I'll
glass.
have. Yeah, that's fine. That
Sorry about that.
Tumbler.
that works. That
I
works.
mean, yeah.
Right,
it's
so by the way-
sophisticated.
Especially
Cheers,
we
guys.
got 0% beer for you, but if you don't want it...
Nah, I'm on the red
So my
wine. now,
my
mate.
dedication
I'm not
to
gonna let
red
the team
wine,
down.
right? This is my dedication to red wine. This is a tattoo I got 3 weeks ago. For the love of red wine.
When you're too pissed at the bar and you can't actually get the words out.
Yeah,
It's
so I just
Here, you
one
want
of those,
this?
mate.
one of them. Yeah, but
I'll have a beer, Duvall, please. That's all right.
Alright, non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
If you say non-alcoholic, then that's...
Alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Yes, that feels right. Cheers.
There we are, son.
What are you having?
I want to go for the hard stuff. Straight on the vods.
What are you mixing it with?
Nothing, you crazy.
Whoa, you're drinking vodka straight?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
That's how we do it in South.
It's going to be leathered in an hour.
Where are you from?
Croydon.
Croydon, okay.
Says a lot, doesn't it? Says I can't open a fucking bottle, doesn't it?
What have you guys been up to then? You've just got from the US recently, Frankie. How was that?
Yeah,
First
brilliant.
time there?
First time there, brilliant. It's a different world out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you guys find it? I mean, I did 2 tours in the space of a month.
Where was the best gig over there?
It's hard that. New York New Year's Eve was quality.
Yeah.
Partially because of the lineup. It was New Year's Eve. I got to do the countdown.
Yeah.
And it was with like Solomon and Maceo Plex. It was insane.
Sick.
But I had to leave the show literally to go straight to the airport to make it to another show.
DJ Live, mate.
Oh mate, it killed me.
Yeah.
Killed me
I think
on United Airlines economy as well.
God. That's the thing. That's the thing about going over there. It's like, you know, sometimes we go over there for like 2 weeks, right? And like you kind of don't have a chance to catch your breath.
No, you don't.
Do you know
That's
what I
what
mean?
the first tour was like.
You don't have a chance to go and see anything. Like you kind of just sleeping and going to the rave, and then you realise that you're in fucking Texas.
I was literally
so
landing, rush hour traffic, 2-3 hours to the hotel,
yeah.
getting sleep, setting my alarm, waking up, and 20 minutes later I was in a club about to drop in the first track. That was like how 3 or 4 shows went, and it was like, yeah.
I give myself at
this is
least like a
touring.
couple of days to.
Yeah.
Well,
I should
To
do that.
acclimatise, yeah. I'm like, I'm not,
Sensible.
there's no way I'm landing and playing.
Yeah, I should do that. I need to learn, learn fast,
Learn the
because I just
TSHA way.
I'll take it. I'll take the gig. Yeah.
How many shows did you do out there?
I think it worked out 7 shows in
7
9
shows.
9 days.
In 9 days?
Yeah, so it was like every
The
day
route
was a
must have
different
been
state.
mad.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but it was good, and I think initially maybe that's how I need to be attacking it, like aggressive, get in, get out. But hopefully this year I'll be able to spread it a bit better.
Yeah.
This next tour's looking good, and it's a bit more spread out.
It's hard though because it depends on when the night is.
Exactly, and you don't want to lose a great show. Like, for instance, New Year's Eve was the show in New York at Avant Garden with Maceo and that, and then the next day it was with Artbat in San Diego, and you're not going to not leave the show early to go to the airport to make it to that show, are you? But yeah, you're just knackered, but happy doing it.
The last time I was in America, I think, like Millie knows, like I think they sent me out for a weekend to do like 3 shows.
Just sent you out. Up you go.
They were like, go on, go and do it. And it was like, I remember being so jet lagged, right, that I was in New York playing, and I put an Instagram story up, and I was like, oh, it's fucking going off in Miami tonight. And then like 3 hours later, I was like, I'm not in fucking Miami, am I?
I wish you were a DJ that got on the mic. Hello, Miami.
Yeah, like,
Fucking no chance. But it, honestly, that was like, that's when like jet lag mixed with, you know, alcohol and...
Jet lag's no joke.
I didn't find it bad there. It was when I landed. It took me like 3 or 4 weeks to adapt. I just couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
And then wanting to sleep in the day, it hit me hard coming back. And then I just got right, and I was back in America again.
Yeah,
So
it's horrible.
yeah,
That's the
Don't know
life
if you're
though,
coming
innit?
up.
yeah,
going,
that's
mate.
it. That's it.
You guys have you got a mutual project, but separately, working with Diplo on the new album.
Yes.
Congrats on that, bro.
Yeah, congrats, amazing.
Sick.
How is it working with Wes?
Cool.
Was it the
Good.
same? Was it the same? Was both doing it remotely?
I think TSHA, you did it remotely, right?
Yeah, I did. I was supposed to have a session with him, like just before the pandemic. I was in LA and I was about to go to the session, and then that's when everything went all like, ooh, everything's cancelled, shut. So then the session didn't happen, and then we ended up working over like WhatsApp and just sending stuff to each other.
And how was that? Did you just like send him 100 beats?
No, no. I sent him like one idea that I really liked, and then to be honest with you, he didn't really give me much to work with or feedback.
He does that.
I was like, do you like it? Or so I had to speak to like his guy called Sam, who like helps run his label and stuff. And then Sam was like, yeah, he loves it. And I'm like, really? Like, and then
It's out tomorrow.
yeah, it was a bit like that. And then they sent me another vocal. They sent me a vocal because the first time I found a vocal. And then I worked on that and then sent the idea. And then we went back and forth on WhatsApp on that one. And
Did you know a lot about Diplo obviously before you started working? As in, like, was he one of your, I wouldn't want to say like influences, but was he an idol to you? Or
I mean, yeah. I mean,
not so much?
I think everyone in the dance music and music industry actually respects Diplo because
Yeah.
he's managed to navigate so many different genres and keep very relevant over the years. He's great at finding new talent and like new sounds, and I think you have to respect the grind really, and like how he's like still here and now like, you know, Grammy winning and all this stuff.
I know.
I think it's the longevity, like that's how he's had longevity, because you know, he does it for the sort of right reasons.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's quite similar to like, I think like Skrillex is quite similar in that way. Like he'll, you know, like reach out to different people when he hears like new stuff, and then he's like, I want to come to the studio with you and see what you're doing and like learn that or see this. And I think Diplo's the same. They want to like keep up to date with what's going
He's
on.
one of the few artists I think that can play Fabric or like, you know, headline EDC and play, you know, commercial dance or play whatever. Like,
Or you could play like a hip hop set, you know.
yeah,
like,
and be better than all hip hop DJs.
Yeah.
Did you get in the studio with Busta Rhymes on yours?
No,
Please
so
say.
I saw that, and I was waiting to ask him
Mate,
the same question.
I was lying to everyone when I went back to Liverpool, and I was like, they were like, "Do you get in the studio with Busta Rhymes?"
Yeah.
No, so basically how that happened was I had this record. It was basically a DJ tool that I was playing that sampled Busta Rhymes, right? And I sent it to Diplo, and he was playing it, and he sort of said to me, "If I can get Busta to redo this vocal."
If you could get busted. If
It's not gonna fucking come from me. It was like, if you can do it. He was like, if I can do it, can we do it as a collab? And I went, yes. Fucking Busta Rhymes. I woke up, like, checked my email, and I was sitting in the bed with my missus, and I was like, and there was a acapella from Busta Rhymes.
No way.
And I was like, oh my god, babe, oh my god, it's fucking Busta Rhymes.
That's so sick.
So it was all that, and then
How did you reach out to him? Did you just
what, to Diplo?
no to Busta? Like,
No, it wasn't it.
Oh, it was Diplo.
oh, Diplo.
Oh, you
Right.
made it sound like Diplo asked you to do it. I'd be like, me, reach out to Busta Rhymes.
It's what I was saying to someone before. I was like, I wonder if Busta Rhymes even knows that I've done a fucking record.
Yeah.
Like, who's this fucking specky knobhead who's doing like, like, what? I've done a tune with this cunt. But so like we did that, and then like I sort of went to LA and sort of finished it off, and then it was kind of a lot of back and forth, but it's cool, man.
Sick.
Like,
I wasn't to hear it.
I just wanted to keep it in, you know, it was probably the same with you. You want to keep it in your style, don't you? Like, you don't want to deviate too far from
Did
like,
you
what you
feel
do.
pressured though to like
Mate.
deviate a little bit?
Oh my God,
I feel
bro.
like I deviated, but it's definitely more, I guess, I don't know. I mean, obviously I can be poppy as well, and it's like, but it's like, it was a little bit more, I don't know, like a little bit more that way.
Did he ask for that? You just thought, I need to make it that?
I'm very like, I naturally, if someone asks me to make something for someone, I've got a habit of like,
Going into them.
yeah, and then I like start thinking, oh, if I'm gonna make a piano house tune, then I'm gonna make a piano house tune. You know what I mean? And that's
But
it.
I think that's being a good producer, and it's like you're so into music on the whole.
Versatile, yeah.
She's an amazing DJ, do you know what I mean? So it's just like, if you have that sort of broad knowledge of music, it's easy to sort of tap into that, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like you're not so one-track minded that you can, like, you know,
Yeah.
you can tap into different shit, man.
Yeah.
But like for me, it was like, you know, the fucking pressure of having a Busta Rhymes acapella.
That's
It's like you've got to do this. I was saying to Millie and Sophie, my managers, I was just like, I can't do this. This is too fucking much.
Was it dope though? Did you like it?
It was good. The record's amazing, and I really like it. And but you know, sometimes it takes a bit of slog to get to that point, doesn't it? You know, sometimes records happen so naturally, where you don't know how you fucking made them.
Exactly.
You're saying though, Frank, you know, you're a versatile producer. Obviously, your sound is you know, going very underground.
Yeah.
But, you know, you've had a few hits as well.
Yeah.
What do you feel when you go in the studio? Is it like?
I think the beauty of going in the studio is you never know what's going to come out of that session, and that for me is what keeps me going all the time. The excitement of one day, I'm like, something I knocked out last week was like 10 minutes long, proper progressive journey. The next day I might be making something piano.
Cheers, Danny. Nice one.
You need the 10-minute track.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Go.
And the next day it might be some piano vocal record or whatever. And I think that's why it's important to listen to a lot of music. You never want to sort of just get blinkered down one sort of avenue, and it allows you to sort of spread across so many genres. And the more music I find myself listening to, the better you sound, because you might take the best elements from certain genres and then you mix them in the pot and you've got this amazing sound that, you know.
Do you ever feel confused though about your own, because you can do so many different
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
There's stuff that you love that you know doesn't fit Franky.
Do you know?
Fucking love it.
Yes, so
that's the worst pain.
It is the worst pain is when I've got a vocal that's been sent to me and I love,
Yeah.
and then you'll know the first hour, 2 hours is detrimental in the studio, and sometimes it just goes that way, and you can feel that record drifting away from what would be suitable for yourself, and then you have to make a decision like, what do I do here? Do I pull back?
Yeah.
Or do I just make sure that I churn a record out that works for this vocal, but it might not be the record that's for me,
For you, exactly,
and
yeah.
it's suitable for someone else.
Yeah.
And but
It's important to get those decisions right, obviously.
yeah, of course. And I think I seen Pete Tong in an interview, and what he said really rung true with me. It was like a lot of when you used to write in chord progressions and melodies a lot and stuff like that. The next part of this being able to nail production is more a process of elimination, because you might be sat there with like all these ideas down on a project, and then it's like, what do you actually run with and what do you take away?
Yeah.
And that's half the genius in being able to make a hit record is like, what parts do you keep, what parts do you chuck away?
Yeah.
And that's always the absolute mindfuck of production, where you're like, right, slam the laptop, I'm done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's part of the fun as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
getting it right
we're never done learning with this.
You're doing all right,
thank you.
you're doing all right.
Thank you.
Okay, big dance music news this week. Whilst, I was about to go to bed, Melè was obviously in the pub. Daft Punk, the word spread that they were doing a live stream to celebrate 25 years of seminal album Homework.
Mad.
And yeah, you were getting excited about it, weren't you?
Well, this is what I still haven't got to the bottom of.
Let's get to the bottom of it
Right.
now.
So was it new stuff, or were they just
No,
playing a
old.
live
No, it was
97?
old.
It was old.
It's
thing.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was old.
It was an old live performance.
I don't know
in
if it's
LA.
from 97, but obviously the album's from 97.
It was definitely
It was
someone like that. It was
it
very
was
grainy.
the original.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tuned in. It was grainy.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
the,
One
the
of the very-
camcorder.
Yeah, it literally wasn't like shaky.
The manager just held it the whole set.
Yeah.
But
Who cares?
do you not
Sorry.
care? Do you not care?
No, but we all know a live 97, don't we? But it
Yeah.
was like this whole thing. I thought it was like the way people were giving it. It was like, oh, there's this new Daft Punk live set, and then
Right.
you go on, and it's just a live 97 that everyone's got anyway. So it's just like,
No, it was an unheard set.
The set has never been.
It was
Set's never
it was
been
a
aired. Never
right.
heard
See, this is
before
why I'm
set.
getting confused. 'Cause
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are telling me it's a live 97. So it's a new
it
set
was
from 97.
From 97.
97. It's never
Recorded
been-
live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
A performance.
Never been
the
seen.
DJ set.
Hey, all right. So I'm just a knobhead then. But no, I get it. All right, I get it then. I need
So
to
you
go.
weren't getting excited about it?
No, I was in the pub.
Oh,
yeah.
right, yeah. You always get excited.
Well, I tweeted saying that they look like they're playing in some student gaff in
It
Leeds.
did actually.
Yeah,
It did look
Do you know what I
It
mean?
did
It
look
looked
like
proper like neon fucking vibes. I was like,
That was
Right.
state of the art back then.
It was grimy, but it was cool.
yeah, but yeah. I mean, great.
But how do you feel about Daft Punk in general, and how have they shaped what you do today?
I think that for me personally, it's not. Daft Punk have never really been like not taking. I'm not saying that what they've done isn't amazing,
Yeah.
but for me personally, like when I was sort of getting into music,
Yeah.
I was only into like hip hop and stuff like that. So I kind of like missed that entire thing
Right.
of Daft Punk.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got into that type of music, it was the Ed Banger sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it was like just these were like the first sort of thing. So I kind of missed that whole Daft Punk thing.
Yeah.
But when I go back to it now, I mean, there's probably like 5 Daft Punk songs that are like my favorite records of all time.
You know what? I'm so glad you answered that in that way, because I have this like long-standing debate with people. If you bring up Daft Punk, I feel like people have to say,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, they're great," and
I do think they are great though.
no, they are.
Around the world.
No,
I remember
no.
sat as a kid in front of MTV watching that video of Around the
Yeah,
World.
that's because you're old as fuck. But listen,
You're older than me. You're older than me. 42, aren't you?
no, but like obviously for my band Disciples, we were actually quite heavily, I wouldn't say based on Daft Punk, but a lot of the vocoder work I'd done for Luke's voice is reminiscent of early Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Digital Love.
I mean, I think the influence they've had is fucking, it's unbelievable. It's one of them things that it's something that you can't put your finger on.
Yeah.
Because, Daft Punk is not just French filter house.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the people that came afterwards that are influenced by Daft Punk were not just French Filter House, it's the wider sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that's, I get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that for me, the influence there comes from them is that this sound that they've turned into this universal monster.
Yeah.
It's like, that shouldn't have been doable, but they did it. And
Yeah.
the more I learn about them as artists.
Well, actually, yeah, because
like,
you're doing live shows at the moment.
Yeah.
They're king of the live show.
Yeah.
Kings of the live show.
I just love how they wouldn't let these big labels sort of butter them up.
Yeah.
And they did their own thing, and that story about them, obviously, was it they offered to pick them up in the limo, and they jumped out and took the tube to the label headquarters to do the meeting and that, and I just I like that.
Imagine how many
they're very much in their own lane, aren't they?
these guys got offered over the years to do
like
parties.
all the things that were coming in, like Elton John wanted
I think
to
they're still
collaborate
getting
with
offered them now.
Kylie Minogue, they just
Yeah.
wouldn't do anything. They just was like do their own thing. I mean, they did the thing with Pharrell, which Pharrell's an incredible artist, isn't he? And you could see that was probably what they was doing. They was picking who they wanted to work with and not having pressure from the labels and people above them, and I respect that. I love that.
So you know that Daft Punk album, the last one, when we all first heard it, what were our initial reactions? Because I know my initial reaction
Mine was
like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, because it didn't sound like them. It didn't sound like them. You wanted to hear all the bangers, didn't you?
The one thing I thought, it's more technical. It's more about the drums. So like I'm used to heavy hitting Daft Punk chunky drums, and Random Access Memories was so light on the drums, throughout. And I thought, but the musicality and the funkness of it was still there. So that was there. So it's almost like a mature version of what they were. So I wasn't mad at it, but I was annoyed that I didn't feel that thud in the kick.
I think it was just like there was a few years, but there was quite a long time between the two albums, right?
Yeah.
And I think like people were maybe listening to that older sort of stuff and expecting that. And like, do you know what? Like, it wasn't really my sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I respect that so highly.
Yeah.
That two guys just gone, right, I know everyone is expecting this from us, but we're going to do the complete fucking opposite.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Every track is, well, most of the big tracks are masterpieces. We're not going to get another Burning. We're not going to get another One More Time.
Because that was of the time, wasn't it?
But the pressure that they must feel, we don't know that they even did that. They might have, you know, like the pressure of trying to recreate what they did before. People are going to have instant comparisons.
Do you think they think about that? Do you think they care? Everyone thinks about it, don't they?
I think
a little bit.
I think every artist.
But
I
then
think
you sat
every
there
artist
thinking,
thinks
you
that.
know,
I'm just loving that.
Broken, why fix it? But then, do you want to? It's the space you leave between that. I think that applies more pressure because the longer you leave it, the more it builds up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
absolutely.
loving TSHA's just not saying. I don't know how old you were in '97, but I'm guessing not too old. Did they influence you at all? We actually had your friend Effie, who's in the studio here, on a previous episode that's not actually gone out yet. But didn't you say that you didn't really listen to them?
She's younger than me, but
Oh, right, okay.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
But that's real. But you know what? That's real though. It's like when people say, "Oh, do you listen to Prince?" Everyone feels like they have to say, "Yeah, Prince is sick."
Prince is sick though.
But
people like to think that they know about all the B-sides and shit.
There you
and
go.
It's like, you don't, bro.
There you
know
go.
1999. Like
and
the
you know
rest of
Purple Rain, and that's it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But he's sick, so I feel like Daft Punk is in the same.
Yeah, I mean, I love Daft Punk. I think they're great. Like, obviously, you can't take anything away from them at all, but they're not. Yes, please. They're not something that's like. I massively think I don't think much about them when I'm writing music, or I wouldn't say they're an influence or anything like that. But
who would you say are like if you had to pick like a few artists like when you were getting into DJing and getting into producing, who were the artists that like you loved that like really made you want to get into it?
For like producing, obviously it was like Bonobo and stuff, so it was more organic. Dance music, so that was kind of what made me want to make music. But then growing up, the kind of like I heard more like Chemical Brothers and stuff like that growing up. So like I guess I mean I don't think they influenced me, but they're definitely what I grew up with. Do you know what I mean?
Well, who played that? Your parents, friends?
My brother was a DJ. So
Okay, sick.
yeah, and then I remember just like getting LimeWire and like YouTube. First.
Yeah, LimeWire and Bears, yeah.
I always tell the story because it was like I was on YouTube and it was like the first time I saw like proper music videos. One of them was like a Chemical Brother music video, and I was like, oh.
Always mad.
Yeah, they're always weird, and I was like, this is so good. And I was like on LimeWire, trying to get the song, and I burnt like a CD that had like Chemical Brothers, Prodigy, just like loads of random like dance tunes for my 16th birthday party, and then
Party.
Yes, man, I bet you were cool as fuck.
well, I don't think my friends thought I was cool. I burnt the CD.
What did they want?
Well, I turned up like because we couldn't afford a DJ, but we had like a venue, and I just put the CD in, and everyone was a bit like.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
it?
because everyone was expecting like Beyonce and like.
Yeah,
But in my
Gaga.
head, I was like, this is my first time like partying at like 16. So I was like, oh,
This is what I
want to
wanna
make
be,
a rave, and everyone was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's dope.
It's my party, and you will listen to the I've got an idea for your live show.
Go on.
Pyramid.
Yeah, the budget.
Get your money out.
I've got another topic I want to talk about, which is why actually, well, Franky's here certainly, but we're all here, and it's about. It's actually sparked from a tweet from Salute, sick producer, big up Salute, which he tweeted in November. I'm going to read it, and he said he's based in Manchester, by the way, and he said, "Dreaming of a time when people will make the effort to come up to Manchester from London for meetings and sessions. I'm so sick of being expected to make the trip down south every time. And I'm going to make a concerted effort to avoid London as much as possible next year." That was like his New Year's resolution.
No, so rude. I don't agree with that. No, don't agree with that.
What, 5 of us here,
So rude.
three of us in London.
Yeah.
One that moved to London and then moved back.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, before we get into that, like, how important is London as a dance music scene? It's
Very.
some amazing
Yeah.
clubs.
He's like,
You can't deny that.
I mean, we'll start with TSHA. Like, you know, you've been here a few years now. It's obviously
I've been here
helped.
10 years.
Well, yeah, it's helped your career.
Yeah, I mean, I think I see what he's saying, and I would get the frustration. But I think it's probably the same anywhere where there's a capital city. There's obviously this is where the labels are and the managers are, and like it's for every sector. The main people are in London, so I guess it's like one of the things that can't be helped. It's the same with like Berlin and places like that. But I do get the frustration why people wouldn't.
Have you found that? Do you think if you didn't move to London and stayed in Portsmouth, which I only just found out before this?
Well, Fareham Town is where I'm from.
Fareham. Big up Fareham Town.
But
do you think it would have happened the way it has if you didn't move
I
here?
mean, it would be impossible. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be impossible. Like, and I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't expect anyone to come to Fareham Town. There's nothing there. Like, but I suppose if you live in Manchester, there's loads of great things there, and there's loads of these cities have lots of their own scenes and great clubs, and you know their own culture going on. So, like, I do see what he's saying, to be honest. But yeah, but I then also get why people are all in London. It just makes sense.
It's a melting pot, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like you said, it's a main hub of any major city is the main hub of that country.
Yeah.
People fly into that place, and then it doesn't mean it's the best city in the world, but it's where people normally reside when they come in. So it's like you can actually buck up with people who are from North because they're in London for the moment. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that people from London are better than anyone else.
Yeah.
No, it's not about that though. I don't think that's not my interpretation of it. It's just, I don't know, like I've been doing successful sessions for people coming out because they actually enjoy being out of London.
Yeah, same.
Like,
set the scene for us. Like, so we've got London where it's hustle, bustle, everything's going on, people bumping into each other, and then we've got the complete opposite with you.
Yeah, you've got cows in fields. There's plenty of greenery. And the thing is, like, everyone thinks that it's a million miles away, but there's an hour and 14-minute train near Doncaster.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So a commute from one area of London into the centre could take longer than it would to get to me in Doncaster.
That's why I never go to the centre. I'm not going up the street. I never leave my radio.
I found them all more and more people want to actually come up to me because they want to get out, and I think it creates a different headspace for them. You've actually checked out of London.
But is this before the success of you, or is this now?
Well, you've always been up there.
Haven't you? But have people wanted to come and see you and like kick it in the studio with you?
Yeah,
I see what you're trying to say.
You're trying to say.
Do you want to come up to Doncaster?
Right, there's this guy, you want to work with him, but he's not going anywhere. He's not going to Doncaster. His mum makes a lovely cuppa because she's on tea duties. No, it's one of them. You know, Phil's my manager. He's
that?
like, he's sort of always puts it to them first, and you know, they don't always not.
But you've had to get to a point through your own
Yes,
success.
that does help. That does help.
I was going to say, like, that is another point. I think.
But that helps in every sense of getting in the studio with anyone, doesn't it?
But I think if people if you live out and people really want to work with you,
Then
if you're doing really well, they will come to you.
I budge as well. It's not like I won't budge. You know, I've done loads of sessions in London.
I think the thing that it is, you know, we can all talk about wherever we're from, but the main thing is being good at what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're good at what you do, you know, like I lived in London for 7 years actually.
And why did you initially move? Because you felt like it was the right move for your career?
It was for the career. And
did it work? Did that? Do you think?
No, it did.
Again,
100% worked.
Right.
Because it was just like, you know, I was coming down here as a 19-year-old kid and like going to parties where Annie and Toddler and all these people were at and just fucking annoying them and being like this annoying fucking kid.
And,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but you haven't done that.
No.
And it still worked for you. So
Yeah.
you don't have to come to London for it to work.
But I think like maybe we're talking like, you know, 8 to 10 years ago.
Okay.
It's a different thing now.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's a different thing with social media. Like if you look Camel Fat or whatever, they're up in
Liverpool.
They leave Liverpool.
Hopping in Newcastle.
Do you know what I mean? Like I think now with social media, it's like.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
I know what you mean.
You don't need to like. You don't really. You know.
You
Your
don't need to
networking. Your networking is online.
Yeah.
Your networking is making good records.
Yeah.
And,
True.
you know, you get
Absolutely.
me? And it's just like, I think like maybe back then before, because I remember when I did Boiler Room, it was like 2010 or something. And that was when Boiler Room was like brand new.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that, it's still like big moment for me.
Yeah,
and all
it
that.
stays with you, innit?
You get me?
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, I think now it's just, I actually think, you know, there's two sides of the coin. I think with social media and stuff now, it has made it a lot more difficult because there's a constant need for content and a constant need to do things all the time.
Yeah.
But I also think on the other side of it, if you're just good at what you do, like these two guys are, and like what I hopefully think I'm like, I'm good at what I'm doing, then it's just, you know, that speaks for itself. And it doesn't matter really where you're from. You get me?
Yeah. So do you think an up and coming producer like, you know, in your early years, it would help?
I think it would have accelerated.
They'll have no money left.
I do feel like it might have accelerated it, but I feel like now it's almost become my point of difference, and I like to stand with it because initially, like, I did feel the pressure of needing to be associated with a city that's got a scene, but the reality of it is it's not exaggerated. I'm from a village that's the population's about 800 people.
Wow.
That is how like remote it is. There is no scene. The closest cities you've got are Sheffield and Leeds, which are both about 45 minutes to an hour away.
Oh shit.
So it is that remote.
But I think that's a testament to actually both of your guys' work ethic and how much you want to make it work.
I appreciate that.
Because you know, you're not getting any fucking handout. You're in the middle arse end of fucking
You
get me?
But
So
it's made me
like,
work harder, and I think that definitely shaped the artist that I am today because I have just sort of I'm sat on I think close to 1,500 demos now, and it's like because I just constantly will not be ignored. And
So do you feel a bit of like a underdog syndrome then?
I guess a bit, but I've not created that complex in my head.
I'm diagnosing him now.
fucking therapist there. Let's get it going.
Lie down, take a load off.
There's no sort of, I've not created a complex with it because I just like to think that if you get your head down, I like to believe that if you get your head down and you work hard enough, the results will show. And I've never really like, I don't really want to make a big deal about it, but at the same time, you know, we're on this chat show. Let's talk about it.
But you've never thought about it even during your journey.
No, you know, when I actually signed my deal with Ministry of Sound, I think nearly 3 years ago now. The first thing they mentioned was a relocation.
Did they say that?
Yeah, they said, would you be more comfortable down down London.
It's like, buy me a fucking house in London then.
And I brought, they came up to my studio and there was like, fuck, this is sick. You know,
Stay here, pal.
stay here.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
You got
That's
plans?
sick.
Can you, I mean, when we talked sort of off, can you say plans that you've got for?
Yeah.
Tell
Planning on sort of going independent.
Exclusive.
Independent now.
But the other thing on the farm.
Yeah, my
Tell
own
us.
event on the
Oh,
farm.
really? Cool.
No way.
Yes, man.
No
Show Danny
fucking
these.
way.
Show me the
Come on,
photo. It looks
show.
like Burning Man, but on a farm.
Wait. Are we all getting booked?
Yeah, my DJ.
Yeah, but do you know the fees? Yeah, you know,
Oh.
there's big outgoings on the stage, man.
Oh,
So he's like, he's
Hey, listen, you're
we've got
here.
a very small
we owe
budget.
You. We owe him.
We'll
Oh,
pay the
no.
travel though.
He already started talking about
coming
the
out of
fees.
London.
Stop it.
He was trying to soften the blow.
From the off.
But the fees.
From the off.
Right, let's
dope.
have a look. Look,
That's
this
dope.
is it.
Oh wow, that's gonna.
Oh,
How
shut up.
sick does that look?
That's your own
I
burning.
thought that was a load of fucking candles.
How much
like
red wine you had, Bill?
round thing of candles.
That's
Wow.
sick. That is sick.
Right.
That's
So
what
it's
it
fair,
Yeah, it's amazing.
it's fair to say salute. You're going to be all right in Manchester, mate.
Yeah,
You'll be
You
sound,
stay
mate.
there. I want to move the conversation on and ask where. I mean, London is influential for its clubs and obviously its legacy and its history. But you know, when it comes to dance music, but should us Londoners or us based in London be getting the train up north of it? We actually had a chat about this.
Yes,
and
we
it
did.
was- and you were saying like, whilst you've got your fabrics and your 338s and your print works in London, actually your favourite crowds are Northerners.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
Go on, where,
The-
like
the ma-
Manchester, Leeds.
Manchester leads even further. Like go
Mate,
way up.
the more north you get, the more wild.
Yeah.
Wild,
And this is
yeah,
the
I
thing.
agree
Like
with
I
that.
just
Yeah.
feel. I
Go
just
to
feel.
fucking Aberdeen.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like taking the
That's my
fucking
favourite.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that.
My
I don't
Yeah.
even know if it's just. I just feel like the love for it.
Yeah,
And it's not
yeah.
even like we've been blessed enough to be touring for about like 10 years now, and we've seen like, you know, the 18-year-olds.
Veterans.
Yeah, well, the 18-year-olds grow up to like 28 and still rave just as hard, but up north. You know, when you get older, you kind of stop doing that. Like
Yeah.
we've been able to see the growth. North has always been one of our best spots to throw any kind of party or to be part of any kind of event or even do a live show. Always. So the people anywhere north, to be honest, compared to London, like it wins hands down.
But I
Not
think,
that- I don't know.
Hands down.
I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with Leeds.
Really?
Yeah, I always struggle
Leeds.
with-
Sort
Yeah.
themselves out.
Yeah. No, not.
Why is everyone picking on me with Leeds United?
No, like obviously everyone's amazing and they have good times, but I think it's quite heavy student crowd, and I always struggle with students. Like,
Yeah.
I just they're not, I don't really know what to play.
You have quite a mature sound as well. Even though it's quite ravey, it's quite mature at the same time.
I'm very I like quite old school stuff.
Yeah,
I think
it might go over their heads a little bit. Not saying
No.
everything goes over.
No, it's not that.
Fucking Leeds.
Leeds.
It's not
No,
that.
no.
I think it's just like, and I had this in like I played in Nottingham as well. That was a student crowd. I just find that they are looking for things they know. They're not looking to learn anything new or hear anything new.
Yeah.
But, so I always end up having to like adapt my sets to kind of find things with vocals or
play the bangers.
bangers, straight bangers.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't really get, play a club roller or like really get in like.
No.
I'll tell you what Scream told me one time. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then
It's not an all bad attitude to have that, though.
Yeah.
I mean that's fine, but it's also I suppose it like depends what sort of person you are in it. It's just like I really struggle with it sometimes. Like I remember playing at
You've got so many edits though.
I know, but
He gives them out and he's pissed.
Do you?
Oh, can I have some, please?
yeah,
Thank you.
Honestly, just quickly, because we are running out of time, but I was on Twitter, it was a Sunday afternoon, Liverpool were playing, obviously they won, and he was on Twitter like, I'm pissed, here's my edit of, was it MJ?
I think I did it. Michael Jackson did it,
And it's here for an hour, and you got till an hour.
And then the next week I did a Judge Michael one. But it's like
That's sick.
quickly, like I still can't turn this sort of thing off. I remember a few years ago I was playing at Park Life, and I was playing one of the big stages at Park Life it was like the indoor stage. What's the big indoor stage called?
It's called The Hangar.
The Hangar. So it's like 7,000-8,000 people or something, right? And I'm playing and I'm banging it, right? And then so I'm standing in front of all these people, and at the back I start seeing 20 people walk out, and I'm like,
Don't.
I was like, I'm playing shit. I was like, fuck, what we're doing. Yeah, there was just people walking out, and I was like, why are they fucking walking out? and then like, I mean, that might just
7,980 people left.
you get me? But that might just be my anxiety. But it's that sort of thing of going like, oh shit. And then you start trying to like please the crowd and play the vocal records and like trying to get people on side.
Yeah.
And then you like lose the entire thing about your fucking set.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm sure it's all in your head.
How long ago was that?
I mean, that happens every fucking week.
You guys stick to your guns, though, man. You got stick to your guns.
To make myself feel better, I'm like, oh, you've got to clear the room to fill it. That's what I keep saying. Clear the room to fill it.
Done it many times.
Someone else, I'm like, I need to clear it out.
I've done the first bit. I've done the first bit a few times. Right. One of the last things we need to discuss. I gave you some homework.
Yeah.
We've been talking about north, south, bits of parts of the UK that are, influential and have good scenes. But this is where Planet B comes in. So, as TSHA knows, because she is the first person on Planet B, this Planet B is made up of all the best things in dance electronic music. So
absolutely.
We set a question, you guys bring contenders in for set question, we discuss it, and only one of these contenders can end up and join TSHA on Planet B. So by the end of the series,
can I just make a
best
disclaimer? I didn't have as much time as these guys to come.
I didn't. I nipped to the toilet to look.
But your suggestion is good. Your suggestion is great.
But also, it's not. You have to remember, guys, it's not just about who you've nominated or what you've nominated. It's also about your argument for it as well. So you've got to come with the goodies. We're expecting.
Listen, I'm
Effie
from the
over
Shire.
here.
I literally have struggled with this topic.
Listen,
the best scene round me is darts and dongs.
Darts and dongs.
So what do I put?
Wait. Well, Effie over here.
I fucking love that.
Darts and dong. We all love a good game of darts and dong.
That's one.
Effie over here was part of our pilot season. She actually came with post-it notes to explain.
You did homework proper.
She did.
Oh, she didn't win. She's better. She's better. Right. So the question is the most influential club night in the UK, which there have been many. It can be ones from the past. It can be ones that are new and still going. So, should we start with TSHA?
Oh, okay.
Wait, should we do the? You have to put your passion and your case each. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So. No, do it so it's down to the camera.
I reckon straight to camera.
Straight to reveal your choice for the most influential club night in the UK and tell us why it should go on Planet B.
I put Pussy Palace.
Pussy Palace.
Okay. I see no one knows what it is.
No, it's a good one.
That's when you know it's a good one.
Yeah. I picked this because I didn't have a lot of time to think, but I was thinking what had an impact culturally and made significant changes from being a night. So I thought Pussy Palace has been a really inclusive space for the LGBTQI community. They implemented things like taxis for black trans women so that they could get home safely at night. Wow. They had strict rules about how you conduct yourself in their parties, about asking people their pronouns, not touching people when not invited. Wow. That they had lots of people dotted around their venue so that you could speak to somebody if someone was harassing you or rude to you. And they created just a great safe space, not just for, I guess, the queer community, but also for women and guys if they want to come along and feel free. And like, they had bull walks, like the old school New York bull. Stuff where you could win a trophy, people were like dancing, you could wear what you want and not feel like you're going to be objectified or people were going to I think that's an invite to be touched and stuff like that. So I think it was something that really impacted a lot of other raves I noticed, because after that I saw a lot of other promoters and stuff that run stuff, put up things before their party saying these are our rules if you don't feel safe, and I only really saw that after they did that.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And I think that's something that's a big impact to have made those changes.
Yeah,
that's a round of applause.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's serious.
And
serious.
I've never been myself, but I've looked into it. It looks like a very fun party. Oh my god. So, Melè.
Yep.
Follow that.
Cheers.
Oh, do you know what? When I saw what your choice was, I used to go to these parties when I was at uni, so I was like, yeah, it's good.
Right. Okay. So my nomination is Chibuku.
Did you know? I just reminded you.
Got a fucking train to catch. Let's get
Right, come on, let's go. Right, okay. Chibuku.
Right. So
You hold it.
So Chibuku was a night that I started going to when I was like maybe 16, and you know, being someone that liked a lot of different types of music, I liked house and I liked drum and bass and I liked dubstep and I liked everything. This was the only night that was doing it across 3 rooms. So like maybe the main room you would have James Lavelle from Uncle playing. Room 2 you'd have Screaming Benga. And room 3 you'd have David Rodigan in the same fucking night.
Yeah. Wow.
Sick.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like that is just like,
Sick.
I actually think like that had such a massive impact on me in the music I make, in the music I play. And you know, like I think it was their 20th birthday last year. And yeah, I just like, this is more of a personal one, to be honest, because it's just like, you know, the amount of sort of influence, the amount of fucking DJs I see in there, man. Jazz Peterson, I've seen Switch play there, Annie. Wow. I remember seeing Errol Alcon play Waves for the first time in the main room.
Hot Chip were there a lot.
I was going to say something then, but I won't because my mum's watching. I know
what you're going to say. First time
I ever did a pill, was it?
You see, we'll put the camera down.
It's what it is. First time. So I remember going to see Errol Alcon at Chibuku. It was the first time.
He really loved Waves.
So that's probably why I like it. Do you know what I mean? No. But honestly, it's like, you know, personally for me, how much it's influenced my career and my music taste on the whole. Yeah. Where that was the normality. Like now, it's just like house and techno in one room. That's it.
Yeah.
But you think it would have progressed even further?
But
at
Chibuku, it was fucking Jazz Peterson playing jazz and Latin records there. Screaming Benga playing fucking dubstep in the top room. Jason Status playing in the other room, and fucking, you know, Raw Resh or someone like that playing tech house. And you get me? Yeah. So it was like, it's been such a sort of impact on me, you know, and for them to still be going 20 years later is a
testament.
The lineups have always been diverse, creative,
and like just on a personal one, like Club Bad, my party that we have in Liverpool, has been completely fucking based on that. Yeah. Wow. Do you know what I mean? There would not be no sort of Club Bad because, you know, we try and bring in like DJs like Benji B and everyone to play they play diverse music. It's not just about one thing. It's like if I can get people to come in and listen to music that they might not ever have heard before. That's what I was going into as a 16-year-old kid.
That's why you did it, Well, congratulations on that. That's a big one.
Yeah, man.
Finally, Franky, you've gone for...
Yes, a modern one.
It is incredible what this brand has achieved in such a
short space of time. I think for me, mainly it's the inspiration for why I've decided to do my own thing.
Yeah, Trick, by the way.
Trick. I mean, I love Patrick Topping. I think we all do. He's a great guy. And I think seeing the lineups, have you seen some of the lineups? I know, they're crazy. And it's multiple genres. It's like what you were saying earlier. And you listen to the releases, and I just think it's great to see someone there's personality in all the music. And I like that, he's doing his own thing in a massive way, and he's bringing people on board to follow that. And I think it's powerful when you can do that. And it's really, for me, inspired me to do what I'm doing this year, which is push my own brand, believe in my own sound. And it's just amazing to see what he's been doing. I mean, the shows, he sold out Printworks without a lineup. I know. And that is just like...
Cardiff Castle, 8,000 people.
Yeah, the arena in Newcastle. I mean, I know it's his hometown, but it's incredible to be taking this kind of genre to an arena and selling it out. And Printworks was a big thing for me, to sell it out with no lineup. I just thought...
It's huge.
If you can get your brand to a position like that, you're doing something right.
Smashing it, The thing I love about Trick as well is, as well as having the big artists on the label. He's
Bringing in
really
young-
helped
Yeah,
bring
local
Ewan
talent,
McVicker,
and
like all these young artists.
and he's always been about that, raising
Yeah.
people up, and that's what I aspire to be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
hence the support act I've got on at my live show tomorrow. They've got 100 followers on SoundCloud, 200 followers on Instagram, but none of that matters. Come and play.
Yeah.
Let's shine a spotlight on you. Everyone needs that leg up every now and then.
Who,
don't
Fraser T.
they?
Smith?
No, not him. no, not
Yeah,
him.
there's like this new guy.
Fair play.
Yeah.
What's your event or night called, or your
Shen.
Shen?
Shen.
Yeah.
So, and
Is that
it's
your t-shirt?
exactly, yeah.
He's already got the merch.
And it's obviously from my Chinese heritage. It stands for like a realm of consciousness, a higher consciousness.
Wow.
From the Chinese roots where Wah comes from. So
Wow.
yeah,
Amazing.
it's got a bit of meaning.
That's fucking huge.
Can't wait
That's
for the
huge.
festival as well.
That's huge.
Right, so now ultimately we need to decide there can only be one.
Yeah.
And we got told off after the first episode for flipping a coin.
Yeah.
You would have won, I'm sure.
No, I
But
don't
and
know,
it's between you and Anne's. We're not allowed to do that.
We're not allowed to flip a coin.
Are
You got,
we?
yeah.
Can I battle it out then? We're
gonna battle it out. Look,
rebuttals.
You've all put forward like amazing cases.
Yeah, they have, all three of them.
And all three are definitely worthy of a place on Planet B, but there can only be one. So
Yeah.
whose turn is it to decide?
It's actually your turn this time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm just saying, like, there were some personal reasons which I absolutely adore, and actually reminds me of why I started music in the first place. But there were some suggestions for what pushed and what is pushing culture and music and just
Oh yeah,
people
we're
forward
100%.
as well.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
very hard decision, Danny, you have to make.
Yeah, look, it's...
Well, all I'm going to say is, just throwing it out, I'm saying that dance music wouldn't exist without queer
I was just going
music.
to say
Oh,
that.
I'm just
gone
throwing it out
there.
there,
Just
and
gonna
the
say
that. No, it
Pussy
wouldn't.
Palace has created a safe space for them,
Yeah.
which is about time, because you know they are part of the history and the creation, and they should have always been front and center and
know.
always protected.
I think that's
Wow.
something that, like,
bodied that
like
now.
quickly. I think that's something that people forget, that, you know, house and techno is a black art form first and foremost, and like it's come from like queer parties and queer people from back in the day. And I always think of myself as a guest in this sort of space. You know what I
That's
mean?
deep.
So it's like, you know,
But not a lot of people do, and not a lot
Yeah.
of people realise
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It does feel like it seems to have just got like that message and the essence of that has got lost along the way, which is obviously.
but I think now, but I honestly think now it is.
It's getting
brought-
better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
100%
and
getting
it's great,
better.
as it fucking
Great.
should be.
But it's because of parties and the people that run parties like Pussy Palace that help driving it forward, bringing awareness to other promoters and just like almost sort of calling them out as well.
Educating people.
Educating, exactly. Chibuku, obviously personal to me, as well as you, Melè, diverse lineups, wicked lineups.
You played there as well?
I didn't play, I wasn't planning to play there, I was there as a raver. I
Okay.
saw Vitalik there,
Yeah,
Morocco one, I saw Annie
Sick.
there, same artist as
I
you.
see what you did there. You brought something that you would know. I see that
Get
sneaky
me.
move.
Little-
Pulling on the heartstrings.
Yeah,
there.
man.
I feel like, yeah, and Trick as well, what you said, Frankie, like, you know, Patrick smashing it with the label side and the parties. But, you know, there's no hiding from the fact that we need parties and brands like Pussy Palace.
Absolutely.
To keep the scene moving forward as it should.
do, man.
And it has to go onto Planet B.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
You've actually won
You won
twice now.
twice. now, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
This is the TSHA show.
I was good at debate class, I'm just saying.
Got some honourable mentions as well.
Absolutely.
We've got to mention Gatecrasher was big for me back in the day.
That was
Yeah.
nearly on my
That's
list.
huge.
Gate
Yeah, of
Crasher
course,
was nearly on my
yeah,
list.
big for the trance heads. Me
Turn
personally
Mills
as well.
Turn Mills was massive for me.
Trade, yeah, obviously another huge
Yeah.
gay party. And then sort of closer to home for me, Cream.
Yeah.
Was amazing.
I got knocked back going to try and see David Guetta there.
I
When I
don't know
was
if that's a good or a bad thing, but let's
So-
move on.
David Guetta used to be really, well, not used to be, I don't want to be mean. That does not why, no, that's
Watch
not
what
why I
you're
meant to say
saying.
that. No, David Guetta is sick, but what I'm saying is David Guetta used to be like
No.
real, like,
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
hip hop, the
yeah.
hip hop DJ, David Guetta, or are you talking about?
no,
when
David
he
Guetta
started
at the
house?
beginning when he started house, he was good.
Oh yeah, but he
In
was hip hop
France,
first.
Back in, yeah.
He was
but-
turntablist.
Yeah,
I
but
know
back in France.
Bad
We
boy.
talked about them
Bad
earlier.
boy.
He was the first person in Ibiza to book Daft Punk, and I remember chatting to him about that. And I was
I
like,
didn't know that.
What? Yeah,
Wow.
privilege. Used to be called Coup. And yeah, obviously that video of David Guetta playing in space that everyone's seeing. So yeah.
I didn't even know Daft Punk ever played.
Let's just leave off David, all right? I know.
No,
I
that's what I mean, that's what I'm
started.
trying to say.
Stop chatting shit about me, mate, David.
David is-
I hear you. I hear you. I'm listening.
One last thing. It's the time for.
Yes.
Say it.
It's a blank screen. I don't know.
No, you. No.
It's time
What
for-
do we do? What do we do? All right. Let's run it quickly.
Very quickly.
Time for.
Okay, producer Sam saying any other business. Usually this is where we say like, what else have you got on? It's an opportunity for you to promote singles, music, shows.
10 seconds each. Let's go, Melè.
All right, I've got a record coming out with Diplo and Busta Rhymes. My label's fucking amazing, and my party's fucking amazing, by the way.
T-shirt.
Get me.
T-shirt. Let's go.
Oh shit. I've got a fabric mix compilation coming.
Yeah, legendary.
And I'm just finishing my album, which will be out this year.
Yeah.
And I got a song with Diplo as well. So.
Everyone's got a song with
Franky
you.
Wah. Let's go.
Haven't we all?
Franky, let's go. 10
Got a song
seconds.
with Diplo. I've
10
got my own label. Events coming. It's better than Melè's label. Yeah, I'm buzzing. Launching with a 2-track EP. Danny will hear it very soon. There we go. Sorry.
Duvall, it's been amazing.
Been amazing.
All right, thank you for having us.
Guys,
thank
Melè.
you.
Thank you.
Before we go, I just want to dedicate this episode to Jamal Edwards.
Yes.
Absolute legend.
Love you, bro.
Cheers to Jamal. Thank you. Don't forget, we are Planet B. No, it's not. Don't forget, it's Welcome to Planet B. I don't even know the handle. Welcome to Planet B on Instagram. Obviously, watch it on YouTube. Watch all the episodes there as they go up. Cool.
Come on.